We're back with another interview, but this time it is not a filmmaker. We have an actor, a female actor. You know, they changed the categories, like for Golden Globes. They don't call it actress.
It's not actor and actress
They call
anymore?
it female actor, male actor.
Really?
Yes. So off topic, excuse me.
Okay.
We have Lindsey Hawks. You've got 2 films in the festival.
Yes.
Tell me about both of them.
Okay, Daughter of the Plains. It's a long short film.
Long short. How
Yeah.
long is it?
I think 38 minutes.
Okay.
So
But it's technically in the short film category.
in most festivals it still counts as a short film.
Okay.
But just barely.
Okay.
Yep, and then we have Revelations, which is a Nollywood drama.
Full feature.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So tell me about, well, as far as like your role in each of them, did you had a larger role in Daughter of the Plains?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were the lead in that.
Yes, I was.
Tell me about that whole production. What was that like? You were filming in Montana.
Yeah, we did. It was fun. There were challenges because, so we were awarded the Montana Big Sky Film Grant, which meant you had to film in a rural Montana town.
I wondered why.
And the one that we picked, that Doug Cunningham, the director, picked was in Malta, which is on the border of Canada almost.
Oh.
So it was a long ways. And we had to drive because even the airports aren't close by.
Yeah.
And we took a lot of Utah people. We tried, the Montana Film Grant is only good for Montana residents.
Okay.
So we got as many crew and actors as we could there. But we had to take a lot of our Utah people that we love.
Yeah, of course.
So it was a road trip.
Fun.
It was really fun.
How long was the shoot?
We were there, I think, a full week, 5 or 6 days. Yeah.
So what is the film about? I have no idea about what the content is.
It's a story about second chances and priorities. It's about a famous actress who, realizes that everything she aspired to didn't matter as much as what she gave up for her career. So she kind of goes back to her hometown to reconnect.
I like that.
Yeah.
Did Doug write it and just come to you with it?
He did. So he got the film grant. And then he kind of wrote the story for me and Ashley Coles, who's one of the supporting actresses in it. And so we kind of worked together to hone it in a little bit. And it was really fun. So I got to help with the casting. And then he brought on, Jade Gottfredson was producer.
Awesome.
And it was a good time.
Sounds like a good group of people.
It was an awesome group of people.
Did you have any weird, like, on-set stories, production nightmares, anything awful happen?
Not nightmares, but there's always stories.
Right, so tell me a story.
Okay, well, we film a lot of this movie in this really old motel. Okay. And we ended up using Doug's bedroom because it was the best layout. But the flies were a problem in Montana. And so we would film in his room for like 10 hours. And by the time we were done, flies like everywhere.
Oh, that sounds
And he had to go sleep in that room after. Like, it's bad when you check in and there's a fly swatter in the room waiting for you.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good sign at all.
Yeah. So we were like fly attack the whole time. We had some bee stings. We had,
Wow.
just somebody got pulled over because they didn't know how to drive the rental car, and that was just really funny.
Oh.
And
Well, there's always something fun.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of fun.
Well, and the good thing is to look back and laugh about it rather than being in the moment where you're really thinking it's awful.
yeah. There's those stressful, like, pressure times, but now we can just laugh.
Yeah.
Now it's what makes us a film family, is to have those
Exactly.
experiences. So
Now, has the film screened yet at the festival?
it does
Is it
tonight.
Tonight, okay.
Tonight at 7 p.m. will be the first premiere of it.
Okay. How are you feeling about watching it with other people for the first time? Have you seen it yet?
So, I've seen it like 100 times.
Okay.
So I kind of forget that it's new to other people.
Yeah.
So I am excited. I'm excited to see what people think. It's always nerve-wracking. But I just, even though I'm the lead, I don't really think of it as me or my movie. Just,
Yeah.
the actor has so little control over how a film actually turns out. And I feel like in entertainment, we always credit the actor with it being a good movie or a bad movie. Well, they're a bad actor or a good actor.
Right.
And I have just realized that there's
You can
so
be a good
many-
actor and be in a really bad movie.
There's so many people, right?
Yeah.
That make a movie and you really have very little to do with it.
It's really true. I like to think of it like for myself that when it's on the screen, it's not mine anymore. It doesn't belong
Yeah.
to me anymore. Like I did my
Yeah.
work on set.
Yeah.
And now it belongs to everyone as a collaborative whole of
Yeah.
all of us that were involved.
There's parts of it I really like and parts of it I'm proud of and parts of it that I'm like, oh, why did they do that take? You know, or
Okay. It's exciting.
I hope people enjoy it.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
You won at Zepstone.
Yeah, I
And
did.
you? What was? I feel like you won 2 awards recently.
I won Best Actress at
Zepstone.
Zepstone. And then it won for Best Director, the same film. It was called Out to Lunch.
Okay.
It's just a little
Very
dark
cool.
comedy.
Congratulations on
Thanks.
that.
It was
That's
fun.
exciting. It's always good to be recognized.
Yeah, it is. It's not, I don't know. I try not to like put too much weight on it or
No,
give credit to it, you know? But it is
if
like
it
a little,
happens-
oh, somebody noticed. I must have done something right.
Absolutely. It feels good.
Because I think you just, at least I always question myself, like, I don't know if I'm actually good. I am having a good time doing it and people hire me. So maybe they enjoy working with me. Maybe I'm talented. I don't really know.
I feel the
So
same
once
way.
in a while when you get an award, it's like, okay, maybe I can do another one. I don't know.
It is. No, I get it. We all question ourselves, but I'm right there with you.
You know?
So tell me a little bit about Revelations.
Revelations was an experience.
Okay.
So Nollywood is the Nigerian film industry,
Yeah.
and it's huge. This was their first time in Utah, first time doing a Western, first time doing like medical surgery stuff.
Wow.
And we had a lot of Africans on set, and we had a lot of like Utah film people and crew from all over. Like the DP was from Guadalupe. The film equipment came from Atlanta. Like it was
Wow.
just massive. But it was 2 cultures trying to work together to do things very differently.
I'm sure.
And so it was a lot of fun.
Good.
But, you know,
Good.
you'll have to ask Tanya Price about
Right.
because she's amazing, but she was the lead actress and the producer, and there was just a lot to it.
Wow.
You know, I mean, because like doing a surgery scene, for example, in Nigeria, surgery is very different than here.
Okay.
They, you know, family come in, and it's a whole different
Wow.
scenario. And so the writer for Revelations was Nigerian, and so what he wrote doesn't play here. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
So I just know there was a lot of compromise between the two, trying to get something that would work in both markets.
That
So,
sounds.
I haven't seen it yet,
Okay.
and I'm really excited to.
And you're going to watch it this week.
Yeah,
Is it
it's Friday.
Friday?
I think it's 7 p.m.
Okay. That's exciting. Well, I'm
thanks.
excited to see that one as well.
Yeah, it'll be a dramatic, I'm sure.
So, what do you have coming up? Anything you're excited about?
So Doug Cunningham, writer-director of Daughter of the Plains, he is working on our next feature film.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we've been touching base with some producers in LA and kind of honing in the script a little bit, and we'll see what
Great.
happens with it. But
Are you excited about the script?
I'm very excited. It's good. It's I think I can tell you.
Okay.
It's about a chef, basically, like a fine dining chef. And it kind of tells her story of giving up her family and career to, you know, succeed in the culinary world. And then it also tells the story, it's kind of a parallel because it tells hers, and then it tells the story of a professor in academia whose marriage is kind of falling apart, and he finds himself in this fine dining restaurant with her. And then their stories kind of move together, and then they come apart in different ways. One's kind of hopeful and one's kind of a tragedy. And it's a movie that's challenging, and it gives you a lot to think about.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you in that role.
Thank you. I'm really excited. Doug and I have actually been talking about this one for a few years.
Really?
And he finally finished the script last year, and now this year we're, you know,
Wow.
getting it locked in. So
It seems like I have this relationship with some filmmakers too, where you kind of work with the same people.
yeah.
And they keep asking you back. And
Yeah.
it's like you become kind of part of their team. That feels pretty good, doesn't it?
I don't know how I got so lucky to match up with Doug, but we have a good time.
It
We
seems-
work really well together.
Yeah.
And the people that we've brought on to work with us have just been so enjoyable. You know, you find your people, and then you don't want to work with anybody else.
I know. Well, it's true though, because it's like when you do kind of learn how to work with someone so well, or not even
Yeah.
learn, but it just happens organically. It's like you're just kind of doing this dance, and it's like you're reading each other's minds. It's really wonderful.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
yeah.
I'm glad you found that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. I'm like, eventually he'll be sick of me, and that's fine. Then,
Oh,
then
no.
I'll cast or I'll help him produce or something. But for now, I'll just keep going along with it.
You will just always be in the Doug Cunningham.
I
movies.
hope so. He's going places. He is brilliant.
Yeah. Well, he needs to come talk to us.
Oh, he does. I
Here
know
at
he
the
did
podcast.
an interview with Warren, but so
Okay.
he's a
Oh,
film
yeah.
historian. He knows everything about movies.
Very cool.
He sends me references, you know, like, okay, this scene's going to look like this, and I have to go watch
you're
it because
looking
I
at
have
it.
no idea what he's talking about.
I've worked with people that do that too.
Yeah.
They assume that I know everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
He
And then
sends me reels and movies like almost daily that I've got to educate myself on so I can understand what he's talking about.
That's
So.
good. He elevates you.
Oh,
That's
for
a good-
sure.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah.
So, what is the biggest lesson you've learned this year in your work or personally?
That's a tough question.
I know it's
I don't
tough.
know. I have to think about that one.
Okay, you can think about that. A lesson you've learned. In the meantime, I'll ask you for a fun fact about you.
A fun fact about me?
Yeah.
I'm born on the 4th of July on an Army base,
Wow.
and my oldest is born on the 4th of July, and my second missed it by an hour.
Dang it.
He was 1 in the morning on the 5th of July.
You could pretend like you had him in California.
I know. Well, I told him, I said, we should just count it. But I think he wanted his own day. So,
That's fair.
yeah.
Okay.
So.
So you learned no lessons this year.
I learned a lot of lessons.
This is the
but
only hard-hitting question I'm going to ask you.
I learned a lot of lessons.
No. Okay, how about, rather than a lesson, how about, what do you, okay, I'll ask you a completely different one.
Okay.
Where do you, like in your fantasy world,
Uh-huh.
of like, you could do, I mean, there's really no, like the sky's the limit
Okay.
here. Where would you love to be in 10 years?
Honestly, I kind of want to be doing what I'm already doing. Like, I found a good balance between family and acting and the other things I do, like modeling and, you know, owning this dress shop now. Like, we're building a house that we're moving into soon. In 10 years, I'll have grandkids probably. Like, I don't want to be anywhere else. I don't want to be in LA. I don't want to be in, like, I want to be here. And I mean, hopefully, like, I'd love to make more movies every year, but I still want to just do it here.
I love that.
I'm happy.
There's something really beautiful about finding contentment, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And there's so much, I don't think you can be a happy, like, filmmaker if other parts of your life aren't, you know, if you're not involved in growing in those other areas. I think sometimes we focus too much on the career, which is what, you know, Daughter of the Plains is actually about.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So,
and
I
we're
don't know.
full circle back to Daughter of the
Yep,
Plains.
back to Daughter of
Okay.
the Plains, yeah.
Well, congrats on your movies.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what's next for you.
Thanks, I am too.
I know,
We'll
right?
see.
It's always like, okay, what are we doing next?
Yeah,
You're
we'll
just
see.
ready for the ride.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So.
Is there anything else you wanted to slip in at the last minute?
I
in
know,
this
well, I'm
interview?
still thinking about that
Oh, wait,
life
the-
lesson question.
The dress shop.
Okay.
To be fair, you have this dress shop, and if people are looking for a dress to wear to the
Yes.
Utah International Film Festival Awards show on Saturday,
Yes.
they can go to
I have
Logan.
at least 5 people in my dresses already.
Really?
Yes, and I'd love to see more. So it's a
I don't
formal.
have a dress.
Okay, well, the dress shop's in
I
Logan.
can't come up to Logan on Saturday. Sorry. You'll have to just dress me.
I know,
Just
I'm
bring
like,
something.
We
and
do
I'll-
have a website. If you tell me what you like, I'll bring it, but I don't know if it'll fit.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got this dress shop, and I'm hoping to incorporate that with, you know,
Yeah.
have a resource for people. Because I've done movies with formal scenes, and it's hard to find outfits. And so I'm hoping to
Good
be
to
able to
know.
use some of my stock to help people find the wardrobe they need for their films.
For all those Hallmark Christmas
Help everybody
movies,
oh my gosh,
and in
yes.
a ballroom somewhere.
Yes, always. And help everybody just feel comfortable and confident on the red camera and or red,
red
carpet.
carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You know,
carpet's red,
you know
the
what I
camera's
meant.
black.
Are you sure?
And maybe sometimes
It has a
could be
red button on it.
Well, there is a red camera.
That's true. That's the one I was thinking of.
The red. Yeah. Absolutely.
You knew.
Okay.
You knew what I meant.
And maybe Warren can just edit this so that it seamlessly seems
Yes.
like we were just talking
The
about
red
camera.
carpet.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, still no answer? I'm gonna wrap it up if you don't have your lesson
No,
learned.
I don't have a good lesson learned.
Okay. You're still learning.
I'm
the
learning
lesson.
things every day. There's not like a big hit you over the head one that's going to change my life. I try to do better every day.
I love that.
So
Yay.
that's it.
It was really wonderful talking to you.
Thanks,
I
Charla.
could just keep going.
I
but
know. Let's keep going.
Gotta wrap it up, I guess. We're going to be back with more filmmakers and maybe more actors. Who knows?
Awesome.
Back here at the Utah International Film Festival. It's getting late, guys. I think I better wrap it up.